My name is Antje Boetius. I'm the director of the Alfred Wegener Institute, Helmholtz Center for Polar and Marine Research, and I'm a polar and deep sea researcher. All my life, my research is dedicated to finding out what lives at the great depths of the ocean. I started out with trying to understand unicellular life, especially bacteria and archaea, which really run the biogeochemical cycles of Earth. I continued with discovering unknown landscapes, those that are driven by methane, by hydrogen, sulfide, those where symbiosis between animals and microbes play a leading role in shaping the ecosystem. And then came the great question of them all, climate change. How will the ocean respond to the increasing temperatures? What will it mean to ocean productivity? What will there be for food webs of the future when the sea ice shrinks or when glaciers run their freshwater into the oceans? Climate change questions and the questions how all of this diversity of life will respond are key to building scenarios of our future and to learn better how to protect the ocean. I'm thinking of the large Arctic project that I have led at the time of the largest sea ice melt we know of today in 2012. We recently revisited the North Pole. This large international collaboration to find out how the loss of sea ice affects Arctic food webs, affects the sea ice algae, which are the food not only for the crustaceans and the fish at the surface of the ocean, but also the deep sea. That has brought together many people from a variety of nations to answer the questions of climate change effect on deep ocean food webs and the biological carbon pump. We will use this approach now for an even bigger international collaboration at RV Leeds, Antarctica InSync. There we plan to collaborate with practically all polar research centers and nations that would like to answer the question of changes of the Southern Ocean and Antarctica. What does it actually mean? What's the story of the whales, the krill, the sea ice, the CO2 fluxes? What's the story of the past, present and future for this lung and heart of Earth that the Southern Ocean is? A lot of people have no problem to retrieve inspiration from the thought of an ocean, a giant water body on planet Earth that is responsible, A, for supporting life on Earth, and B, for being decisive in the way that Earth can regulate its climate. To think of this ocean as this giant body of a future, of a safety, with all of these life forms that seem peculiar to us, that we still need to discover because we only know so little of what lives in the ocean. To help people dive with us to ocean depths and to see for themselves what we share the planet with. All of those are very inspirational parts of the research we do when it's about discovering of the networks of life in the ocean.